you will continue to have a marquee. You will continue to have the opportunity to attract people and players. Now, you have to still manage it well. So the dynasty era is fading. People know damn well Steph Curry is about to turn 38. Yet they remain the most valuable, forget franchise, brand.
Yeah.
To Mark Spears' point, and we'll play it again for you, Mark of ESPN, and he said this.
I think that the best thing the Warriors got now, post-Steph, is their brand. This is the most attractive franchise from a financial standpoint in the NBA. They're worth more than the Lakers and worth more than the Knicks, which is an incredible feat for Lacob and company to be able to do that, to be able to build that. And I would have never guessed that watching them 15 years ago in Oracle. So to me, I think what happens is because you have that brand now, because you're in the Bay Area, because you're in their market, I think the Warriors will be able to attract free agents in a way that they never could post the Steph explosion. I mean, obviously, playing next to Steph is a draw for anybody in the world. Certainly will be different when he's there, but the Warriors are a global brand now. They're a Lakers, they're a Celtics, they're a Cowboys, Yankees kind of brand. Maybe not, but they're there. So I don't think that these guys are the key to the future, but there'll be somebody to be named later that will be the key to the future.
I think this is just a massive statement. I don't think Warrior fans believe that yet. And I get it. I thought you said it exactly right. There's too much PTSD.
A lot of scars.
And there hasn't been enough time. And there also hasn't been a second generation of, when you compare it to the Lakers, right? There's Magic and Kareem, and then there was Kobe and Shaq, and then these haven't been as successful, but wrap in LeBron and Anthony Davis and now Luka and all of that success. The Warriors have had this. And apologies to Rick Barry, but the Warriors have had this, and they're going to have to regenerate themselves before people really, really believe it. But I tend to think he has a point. I don't know if they're Cowboys or Yankees, but he has a point, and here's what went through my mind. Give me an example of something that became a massive brand, like it did what the Warriors have done over the last 15 years, and then it just turned around and went back. Is there a comp to that? Prove Mark Spears wrong. Hey, New England, you became a global brand, and then Tom Brady retired, and everything crashed and burned. Sure, for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you watch it when they go to the Super Bowl this year, and the way their fan base kind of reacts, it's a whole new world now. And I'll keep it in that city. How about the Boston Red Sox? Lovable losers forever, and I know that was the Cubs nickname more than the Red Sox, but you get it. The cursed Boston Red Sox. And then they got good, and they've always been kind of a big-ish brand.
Yeah.
But, it's different now. It just is. I don't know that we can. In other words, give me a good reason why they'd go back.
I mean, it's not that they would go back, but it's not as easy as you are in a great place and you have a lot of money, and so now I want to go there. And I wonder about free agents now in the NBA. If you're a free agent and you can go out there and get absolutely max money and you want to go elsewhere, what are you looking for? You're looking for money, number one. You're probably looking, number two, for a place where you can go win. And then maybe number three, you're looking for a team that's going to take care of you and your family. So, I mean, you'll get money anywhere. And can you win here without Steph? I wonder.
Now, I don't think what Mark is saying is, hey, Warrior fans, don't worry, you're never going to lose again. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think what he's saying is you will continue to have a marquee. You will continue to have the opportunity to attract people and players. Now, you have to still manage it well. You still got to run it well. We're sitting here now. I don't know who the coach and general manager are going to be 10 years from now. I don't know who the coach is going to be 2 years from now. I don't honestly know who the coach is going to be in October for sure. But I just looked this up because a bunch of people brought up the Bulls. Okay, right now, the Chicago Bulls still frequently rank as a top 5 most valuable franchise in the NBA, considered a top-tier brand, high global appeal. We get what drives that. The fact that their star from 30 years ago still has the number 1 shoes. So I understand where it comes from, but let's think about that. Like, if Michael Jordan is still making the Bulls cool, why can't Steph do that when he's 50?
Well, he can.
Or 60.
He can, but it doesn't mean that automatically leads you to win.
No. And, I'm not promising winning. I'm promising opportunity.
And the Bulls actually, I mean, they tried with Derrick Rose. They had a pick that they made that he was the best player going, and they brought him in, and he got hurt, and then he got hurt, and then he got hurt again. And so the Bulls never kind of really recovered from that. And since they won the finals back in 1998, they've been to the playoffs, and I'm looking at it 12 times, but they've never even made it to the conference finals. So it's been a little bit of an uphill battle, and they haven't been a great free agent destination. And, they've had high picks, and they've missed, and all the rest of it.
NBA 2025, so start of the year. Top 5 NBA brands in order. And the headline to this entire article is, the Golden State Warriors remain the NBA's most valuable brand, even as the dynasty era fades. This is an important word. Because as we talk about franchise value and the Warriors being more valuable than the Lakers and Knicks, you're correct if you say, well, that they own their own arena, and the other brands don't necessarily all own their arena. But that's franchise value. This is brand. That's different. So the dynasty era is fading. People know damn well Steph Curry's about to turn 38. Yet they remain the most valuable, forget franchise, brand.
Yeah.
They are number 1 over the Lakers. And get this, number 3, the Knicks. Number 4, the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
The Boston Celtics, number 5.
Okay.
There's your top 5. So you can say that the Bulls, and you're right, they've stunk for a little while, but not in terms of brand. Not in terms of brand. So I think Mark has a point. I can't tell you for sure that he's right. I don't know the future. But he's saying what has been established to a degree will never, ever go away.
The brand is one thing, but whether or not a player wants to be a part of the brand is another. And I think about the Bulls, and yeah, it's been almost 30 years since they last won a title. But that brand, Air Jordan, Jordan's a Bull, and I live in whatever, China or Japan or India or somewhere far away where I don't actually watch a lot of the NBA, and maybe I don't have League Pass. I know the Bulls because I know Jordan. And so does that mean that if you're a big-time free agent, you want to be a Bull? Probably not. So I wonder about the brand versus how much that attracts players.
This branding tool actually puts a dollar figure on the brand.
Oh.
So we know that the franchise, the Lakers were valuated at what, 10 with the sale that they had recently?
Yeah.
The Warriors are worth more. Plus, I've learned that franchise values, they're like whatever you think they are, they're more if you put them on the open market. So I think the Warriors could probably, if Joe Lacob sold this tomorrow, I think it goes for $12 or $13 billion.
Oof.
But the brand has been valued at $1.2 billion. But get this does reflect a lowering. Like it's down 18% from the year before, driven by more cautious revenue forecasts and a decline in brand strength. Because they're fading. But they're still way ahead of everybody else.
Yep.
I don't know. It's got to mean something, right?
It does. It does.